So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legend... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
That's good defensive concentration.
Nedved, played back in. Big header! And he's straight offside. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Knocks it into space. Oh no, this does not look good. There will be a throw-in. And it's Azar, and he's been shifted off it. Gehi calmly anticipates.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, that's well spotted. Palmer. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Marquinhos. Kaká plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And claimed it back swiftly. Hazard. Bebeto. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. Shifted upfield. No, that's been intercepted. That's really well cleared. Tries to play it through. He has a look up. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And that could set him on his way. Oh, look at the space. And the finish! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that has been cleared. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, it's Bebeto. Well, there's the clearance. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
And the action is back on the way.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Look at the space here, and the shot! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Kaka. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, good take in a good area. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Bebeto. Cruyff. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Forlan. And they win it back again. Looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a good ball through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And now a sudden chance to counter. Azar. Ball's played through. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Azar. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Van Bouten can get it clear. And here's Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Drogba.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. He's through here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's been won straight back. Palmer. Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Tries to pass it through. Kante gets good distance on it. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please be made aware that smoking is
Your reflections then, Jim?
It's just a bad...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. Oh, they've done it! Bebeto, looking for the run.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Valverde. And that is expertly dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Alvarez tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Still goalless at the moment. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Takes a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Bebeto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of...
He's one-on-one! Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thuram attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He has a look up. James gets rid without sophistication. Azar. Well timed, excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well measured. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A probing pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well played. Cruyff. And it's Valverde. Now he's got space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Valverde. He's picked his way through. And it's hoisted clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
A quick reminder today, everybody,
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now that looks a decent ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now the breakaway. And it's made its way to him. Valverde. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, he's had it taken off him. And this is Bebeto. Here's a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Cruyff. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Shifted upfield. Scholes. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... Has a shot! That was a matter of inches.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Azar. Thuram makes the interception. Played out to the left flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. Bebeto. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. 75 minutes played. And it's Scholes.
Bangladesh really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Cruyff. Alvarez picks it up out wide. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Cruyff. Now that's well seen too.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Bebeto!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested for... Great chance! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Bebeto. And Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nicely spread. And it's James. Now it's Mbappe. And he plays one through. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
But they've got it again. And he's hit it long. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played back in. Oh, no joy this time. In comes the corner. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And the shot, David Villa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Griezmann.
Has been indicated.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitute. Substitution for Lyon. Number 9, David Villa. Coming on to
And that's the
replace
start of
him
another
is
45
number
minutes.
18. Substitution
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, that's a key interception. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Guardiola tries to clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lyon have their third corner. And that has been cleared. Rijkaard. Shot could be on. It's Griezmann! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
A probing pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Nesta gets it clear. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Spread out to the left. Elects to cross. Corner it is. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. He can get that clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And he can clear it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Lyon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Now that is a hefty challenge. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Vitinha.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. Nice control. And he's whipped. Header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's trying to... In he goes again. Now, in for the pieces. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Bebeto taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does...
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?